Hey y'all. So, Vlogmas day 10. I'm feeling real pregnant. In this vlog, I just want to talk money with you guys because y'all know I posted this a few days ago, I think, on social media about women, and money is going to be your money, your education is your security. That's what's going to allow you to walk away from people, to walk away from things, to get out of situations. When you're educated and you're self-made, you're self-paid, you're employed, you have a backup plan, you have a savings. I mean, it just helps you in so many different avenues. And I just stress that, and I can't stress that enough. And now having a daughter, it's just one thing I always want to teach her. Like, yes, I'm married, and yes, he is such an amazing provider, but y'all notice how, like, I'm always putting bread aside. I'm always stacking my money. Let me just show y'all. This is just like a little, like a girl's thing. Y'all see this? This was a Juicy Couture little gift set that I got last year. I love Viva La Juicy. It's one of my favorite scents. But, like, please don't play with it. Don't ever play with it. And I just started filling this up. And I think I'm just gonna fill that up until I get like a month worth of paychecks in there, or maybe once I hit like 5K, or I'll probably just put 1,000 and just put that up and just keep saving money around the house. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Even during maternity leave, as I'm getting paid, like, again, I have my savings on auto pay right now, and for the new year, I really want to get into paying tithes again consistently, whether that's online or whatever I need to do. Filling up that Juicy Couture book and just really getting back focused. I was on Zillow and I was looking at these $1 million homes, and I started to schedule these tours just so I can go and I can walk in and I can step foot in it and I can experience it for myself, because that's something that me and DC kind of stopped doing. Probably, like, we haven't done that in about a year, I would say. So I'm excited for us to start doing it again, because, guys, like, anything you want in life is obtainable, but everything takes sacrifice and hard work and dedication. You just really got to figure out, like, what you want out of your life, what's important to you, and then what's, like, how are you going to get it? You know, for some of you guys, it's the easy way out. For some of you guys, you don't mind taking the longer road. For some of you guys, it's going to be very uncomfortable. For some of you guys, you have to become brand new in order to get your hands on what you want. So I received this DM from one of our sisters. She's a subscriber. And she says, "Hey sis, I hope all is well and you are getting as much rest before baby Lyric gets here. I need your help or your opinion. So I have a 9 to 5 as a teacher assistant, but it's just not enough. A lot of us are working 9 to 5s where it's just not enough." So I love the fact that she was, like, honest about that. She's not in denial. She said, she said, "I'm trying to save up while paying my bills, but I just feel like I can't save efficiently with paying bills and still take care of myself every day, every week while still saving. I tried to start a business for extra income, but that didn't go too far, so I stopped. I think I'm going to try the YouTube thing, but that will take a while to take off. I vlogged this past weekend. I just have to put it together. What do you think I should do, or your opinion and help? My main concern is saving up more, I guess you can say." This is like a dilemma for all millennials right now. And it's funny because I was even telling my parents last night, where when we talk to our parents and we say things like we make 80K, we make 90K, we make 100K, to our parents it's like, you should have a house by now, you should be married, you should be chilling, you should have more than enough saved. And with inflation, I think somebody said eggs cost like $6. And I'm ashamed because I don't even look at prices when I go shopping, and I really do need to start. Like, I'm not saying that as a flex. I need to start. The cost of living, daycare, and installs, and wigs. I know nails alone are like, what, $180 for a mani-pedi every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Like, it's, the cost of living right now is crazy. So I just wanted to say that for our sister not to feel like she's the only one in this boat. I think we all feel like this. So, number one, you have this teacher assistant job and you feel like it's not enough. Maybe for the new year, it's time for you to apply to new positions in the same field somewhere else so you can make more. So let's start there. So the first thing I would do is just sit down and evaluate your career. Do you have your letters of recommendation? Is your resumes up to date? Do you have a mentor in your industry? Okay, you're a teacher assistant. What's the next step? Is the goal to become a teacher next? Do you know of any other schools that are hiring for teacher assistants? Or can you somehow work like an after school program or the morning program like before school starts to get a little more money? So I would just figure out how to leverage that 9 to 5 in your field. Secondly, I would not say do YouTube at all. YouTube doesn't pay enough fast enough. I don't think trying to get paid for views when you really need money now is going to benefit you. I think YouTube is a long game. If you want to build community, yes, but if you want money, I don't think YouTube is the way to go. Secondly, I thought about digital products for you just because it's very easy. Everybody can teach something. As long as you're one step ahead of somebody, you can teach them something and charge for it. But in order to sell digital products, you have to be a content creator. Nobody wants to talk about that. In order to sell digital products and be successful at it, you have to be a good content creator. You have to have the energy and the time and the content to show up online consistently. So just think about that. Second thing, I will go ahead and go get a second job. Now, let's talk about it. I have a podcast in my membership, and it's a private podcast. And it's private because I'm talking about a lot of my close friends and a lot of their situations. And I'm putting a lot of people's businesses out there because I think it's important for us to be transparent about salary and where we are. All my friends are pretty much 30. And in these podcast episodes, y'all, I'm telling it all. By the way, the membership drops December 15th. The podcast is called Expensive Conversations, and I'm going in, okay? We talk a lot about money and finances and marketing, of course. So, when I was talking to my friend, she makes a little under 80. She doesn't make enough to do what she wants to do. And so, we were talking about her getting a second job, a part-time job. She works remote. The first thing she said was, I'm not physically showing up to work anywhere ever again. Sis has no kids, no man. Nobody is waiting for you at the door when you get home. Nobody is expecting your phone call. You have no other responsibility or priority other than taking care of yourself. All you have is time on your hands. And if you guys remember, I was working at Nordstrom on commission, and then I was working at Hooters at nights and on the weekends. And I picked Hooters because the menu was the easiest in my opinion. I've worked at a waxing salon at the front desk, and that was probably one of my favorite jobs because I just sat there. Waxes were $65. If you got the little sugar scrub, I think it was $85. You got the full body, I think it was like $106 or something like that. a few little clicks. Nobody used cash, and it was just easy. Now, don't get me wrong, I was getting paid hourly, but I think with social media, everybody has this thing of like, these digital marketing girls are bullying people, making it seem like if you work hourly, or you exchange your time for money, or you work for the white man, or you're a slave to your 9 to 5. It's the real world. What would happen if you worked a part-time job on the weekends, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday to Saturday, or Sunday to Wednesday, right, in the evenings, from December to what? To March. And all those checks that you're getting from that part-time hustle, you're stacking in your savings. And then the money you make as a teacher assistant, you're paying off debt. You're paying off your credit cards. You're getting yourself out the hole. I don't see anything wrong with physically showing up to work. And if I had to, and I'm being serious, y'all, if I seriously had to, I would work at one of the best gyms, like the top gyms, like those gyms where people are paying $100 plus for a membership. I would work at the gym at the front desk. I would work at a waxing salon again, because that ambiance, it smells so good in there. It was so calm. It was so chill. People are just in and out. Loved it. I would do Target. I would definitely work at Target behind the scenes, stocking shelves, especially at night. Like, I love Target. So yes, I would work at Target. I would work at a hair salon, and like a fancy hair salon too. Again, at the front desk, or even like put me on the wash bowl. I would work at a really fancy hotel overnight. You just might meet your husband checking in or checking out. And then if I decided that I needed an extra income long term, so if I knew that I had the time to work a second job for a year plus, I would go and get my bartending license, and I would work at the fanciest hotels and be a bartender inside of a hotel. And I'll probably work that twice a week. If I can get an extra $1,000 every time I work, and I'm only working twice a week, and I'm walking away with an extra 2 bands, no brainer. I would maybe get certified in doing either eyebrows or lashes. If, I was into that, go ahead and get certified and start doing that on the side. Trying to think where else would I work, y'all. Everywhere I would work part-time would just be fancy. It'll be very elevated, very demure, places where I'm around rich people. At the airport will probably be my last resort. But if I can work at the fanciest hotels, the fanciest gyms, the fanciest med spas, the fanciest, like, just in case I wanted to jump in a different field, I will work the front desk at a hospital, or the front desk at like a surgical office, where they do like Botox and surgeries and blah, 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 blah. A Pilates studio, I will work there all day long on the weekends, all day long. So that's what I would think about. So, okay, I'm not sure if you have kids or if you have a man, but if you are single, you don't have children, and you are not dating, this is the time to lock in. This is the time to use all of your time to learn a skill, get certified in a trade, and to stack your money up. Get yourself out the hole, pay off your debt, increase your credit, get approved for different credit cards, build up your savings. I mean, there's just so much to do. And Kay, I want you to put your pride aside, because also remember that you don't have to tell anybody where you are or what the goal is or what you're into or what you have going on. It's okay if you work, let's just say, at a med spa from 8 to 4 or 8 to 6 every Saturday, because I think my schedule was like 8 to 6 on Saturdays. And I worked every Saturday. And my friend, I don't even think I told my friends. I think I was just telling my friends like, all right, y'all, well, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. They'll hit me up on Saturdays. I was always busy, didn't answer the phone, wasn't available. Hit you up after 6, where you at? I'm pulling up on you. Or let's do brunch on Sunday. Like, it's nobody's business. When you're locked in, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to post it. You don't even have to explain yourself. Especially those bartenders. Oh my gosh. If I could have done it all over again, I would have got certified as a bartender at 21. And I would have went to the Ritz-Carlton easily. The Ritz, the St. Regis, anywhere where the millionaires were at. And I would have became a bartender. And I would have worked, instead of working nights, I would have worked like Mondays, Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons. And I probably, DC would have been my second husband, because I would have got married for the money. I would have ran that bag up, got divorced, and then I would have married DC for love. But you live and you learn, guys. You live and you learn. But these are things that I'm going to teach my daughter. Like, what? You don't want to work a second job because what? You got a little boyfriend? If he wants more of your time, tell him to marry you. In the meantime, you just got to fit him in when you can. Text him while you're on the clock. Like, schedule date nights on your days off. Like, and let me tell you guys something. When I was working 2 jobs at the same time, life was so stress-free because I didn't have time to gossip. I didn't have time to be in everyone's tea. I wasn't attached to my friends. My friends weren't draining or taking so much of my energy because I didn't even have a lot of time to give to them. If y'all remember, at that time, I was dating somebody like long distance, and he would come on the weekends. And don't forget, I still worked 2 jobs. So he would hang out with his friends or hang out with his family, do his own thing. And we would hang out like really late at night because that's kind of the only time that I had. Or we would go out for breakfast. This might be TMI, but like we would grab hotels, go out for breakfast, and then I had to go to work. And I was at work all day. And it worked. It was healthy. My life didn't revolve around anybody but myself. Nobody was the center of my world. The money was coming in. I was saving. If y'all remember, I bought that white convertible Mustang. Life was lit. Life was lit. And then I met my husband. And when I met my husband, I was just ready. Like, I met him. He was already making 6 figures. I was making 6 figures working 2 jobs. And it was lit. No complaints at all. The more me and my husband started to travel and we were dating, that's when I decided to quit one of my jobs. And I haven't worked 2 jobs since. But that time period really helped me heal, stay focused, stay out of drama. Like, I don't regret it. And some of you guys haven't even experienced that yet, where you have too much time on your hands. So if you're complaining because you're in debt, you have credit card bills, or maybe for some of you guys, you're so comfortable, but you can't even buy what you want to buy. Like, at that time, guys, I had bought my Mustang, which was a convertible. I was buying myself diamond jewelry from K Jewelers. My hair was always done. My nails was always done. That's when I really started getting heavy in my designer bags. I mean, I was just young and turned and just buying myself whatever I wanted. I was drinking my life away when I was off the clock, traveling. I mean, life was just good. So if you have the time, I think you should sacrifice it now. And remember, it doesn't have to be a long period of time. It can be for 4 months. I always say 6 months. Do it for 6 months. It can be until summertime. For some of you guys, all you do anyway is hang out with your friends and be laid up with the boy anyway. That's probably not going to be your husband regardless. Now, what if you have kids? That changes everything. Now, being realistic, being a mom, especially now about to be a mom of 2, if I didn't want to put my children in daycare so I can go run up a bag, which is okay, no mom shame at all, that's when I would get a part-time job remotely. So I would work customer service. I would work for any type of online, like bigger company where I'm just like answering questions. I'm answering the phone, doing whatever I have to do. And I wouldn't mind working overnights. So, okay, if you are a teacher's assistant and then you can grab something remote overnight, I would do that. If you could. If not, if you can tutor, it's just so much that you can do. I would love to know, like, what's your work schedule and then what's on your schedule when you get home. Like, could you even work at the gym? Could you work at a 24-hour gym at night? Something like that. So, oh no, wait, because if you got kids, you want to stay home. Okay, so stick to remote. So find something part-time that's remote. Because another thing you guys aren't thinking about is, let's just say you make $50,000. If you get something remote that's also $50,000, you technically make $100K. So for a lot of you guys, you don't actually have to go and get the 6-figure job. You can just work 2 jobs that actually equal out to 6 figures. And one can be remote. And let's just say, because I was telling my friend this too, I think she makes like $60,000. And I was like, girl, just go grab something for $45,000, $50,000 part-time online. That's easy. And you can run up that check quick. Like, what are we talking about? Like, getting money is not that hard. The strategy is very simple. You just got to put in the work. Got to put in the time. Put your ego aside. Stop caring what your friends think. Stay down so you can come up. You don't have to tell everybody your moves and what you got going on. Y'all have way too much pride. Y'all have way too much ego. I will gladly go to Target. What? In my designer stuff. In my Tesla. With the big rock on my finger. Running up a bag. I never felt any shame or guilt or pride when it comes to getting money ever. And I would love for you guys to get like that. So, I hope this video helps. It's just a little motivation, but get realistic. Stay offline. Everybody is not going to be a content creator. Everybody is not going to make 10K months selling digital products online. Get in the field offline and you don't have to tell anybody about it. That's it. That's definitely what I'm going to teach my daughter. And for some of you, this is your sign for 2025 to go get certified in that thing that you've been wanting to do. Hair, lashes, eyebrows, nails, becoming a trainer, I don't know, becoming a Pilates instructor. There's so much stuff you could do. Invest in yourself and get a trade under your belt. Some of you guys are not meant to be content creators and YouTubers. You may be a Pilates instructor, a yoga instructor, and that's okay. All right. Whew, I'm all out of breath, y'all. But I hope this was motivation for y'all. I love y'all. Again, I'm saying this out of all love. Okay, I hope this video helps. I love you so much. Sending all my love to my sisters. Let's get this money, though, for real.